Hello and welcome to a training guide for the new off-the-job hours document for apprenticeships at the University of Cumbria. This new document aims to help record off-the-job hours more accurately and in line with requirements from the ESFA. Previously, on the old document, we have noticed some errors in the recording of dates and evidence itself that we hope to address with this new template that can also assist apprentices in their time throughout their courses. This new document has a new summary page and also a much more detailed monthly recording sheet, which hopefully in this training video you'll be able to understand what the changes have been made. So to start, initially this document will be shared with Teams and to yourself at the start of 2024. We do ask that this new document is saved to your PC and that you update it and submit it monthly to App10. We also ask that only the month's hours that are updated are uploaded into App10. So as we will go through, I will explain that on your updates you only include the monthly amount, not the total amount. We also state that any learning prior to your first day in learning which was agreed and also found in your apprenticeship agreement / training plan, this is not included on this monthly log, as all training prior to that date cannot be included in your off-the-job hours log. Let's start by examining the summary tab that you can see on the screen right now. You can see that I have set the name to Test Apprentice, but this would be where you would put your name. And the program, you will see that there is a selection menu that you can then drop down for your course. Please select the accurate start year and also the start month. Now please note that this start month is the month that you start recording using this new document, not the start month and start year of your course, as that will cause issues going forward. Now secondly, when you update this start month, so if we pick May, you will see it updates these monthly tabs with the more accurate next 12 months. This is to make it easier for recording of your information. Now column A indicates month 1 to month 12. This is purely as a programming requirement, but you will notice that the month tab here has the months that you were required. This will also pull information from these monthly tabs here, and it will pull together your formal teaching hours, your monthly supervised work, your monthly unsupervised work, and the total cumulative off-the-job hours. Also, as this document is updated, your total cumulative hours will update as you go along. Do note when you are submitting your off-the-job hours monthly into App10 that you only include the monthly amount of hours, not the total hours, as that is recorded somewhere else. When you've completed this document each month, please ensure that you do save it and that you save to App10 a copy of that month's record. Do note this will create duplicate records each month for the same document, which is okay, as it ensures that we have an accurate historic element to your off-the-job logs and that each month we can see the progression that's been made from the previous month. Thank you. Now let's move on to the monthly tabs and the actual recording of your monthly off-the-job hours for your apprenticeship. So you can see that month 1 we are saying is February 2024, as pulled on from here. So if I was to go to month 1, you will see that it is February 24. You will see that it pulls through your name, program, and your total off-the-job hours logs for this month. Now, the first part column is that this date here is stored. You will notice that it does continue over to the next month, and this is true for all months that have either 28 or 29 or 30 days. Do not use the next month's dates on this page. Instead, for March, you would move over to the next page. This is unable to be changed. The rest of this column is split into formal teaching, supervised work-based learning, unsupervised work, the activity that has occurred, and any details or explanations of what learning has occurred. For formal teaching, this refers to anything that is face-to-face learning or online taught sessions. This would not include self-directed study. This might be where you're attending a classroom activity or in a breakout session in a lecture. The next element is supervised work-based learning, where you are under supervision and doing a certain element or task or a mentoring session. And after this would be an unsupervised work-based learning, which is, for example, revision, research, assignment writing, but this cannot include portfolio building towards your endpoint assessment. After this, you'll notice that there is a drop-down menu here that explains what might have occurred, and there is also a comment at the bottom for another mix of activity that you might then need to pull more evidence that is not on this list. And finally, this column is used to add some detail and explanation, which is vital for us to ensure that we know what has occurred and build up your evidence for your off-the-job hours log. So for example, if I was to put 7 hours into formal teaching here, you would notice that automatically it populates this column with 7 hours at the top, and also on the summary page it would populate here. If I then was to go along to here, I'd pull the drop down, and one of these two elements would be correct for formal teaching, which would be face-to-face or online teaching. Now, to ensure for the accuracy of this, if this was an 8-hour day, say 9 till 5, and you had an hour break for lunch, you would only include 7 hours because lunch breaks are not covered. Also, in this column, I would add an explanation of what has occurred, which might be attended session for module 4005 and 4006. There is some more detailed explanations and examples which we can cover over in a moment. Do make sure that this is recorded accurately and you do put information into these, as it is crucial to support your evidence for your apprenticeship. And do ensure that you do save this document regularly and update it each month into App 10 so that there is a accurate log of all activities that's taken place. Finally, for the monthly log, you will notice that only one activity can take place on each day of each type, so if there is anything that overlaps you would need to add some more information into the column details. Also do note that this number here is what you include in App 10 for your monthly update and not your running total. Now, to give you some examples to show how this would work throughout the whole month, if we were to go over to example sheet 1, which would cover a health course, you would see that, for example, for a paramedic, this learner has completed 115 hours of learning, which has been a breakdown of face-to-face learning, learning under supervision, assignment writing, and of course other courses throughout, including weekends that are not included. You will see that as they go along, there is a clear explanation of what has happened throughout the whole of this month, and you can see a breakdown at the bottom of what hours are claimed for each month. Now, you will see that all hours are recorded and totaled, and also the explanations do support what has happened. This is to ensure that we have accuracy across all off-the-job logs. Now, if I was to move over to example 2, which is for professional forester, you'll see that again very similarly there is hours that have been logged and clear explanations of what's happened throughout that whole month. You can see that there are parts where it is empty, that might be weekends or when not working, or when working outside of the apprenticeship, and you can see clear what has occurred each month, and you can see that there has been a log of 79 hours and 30 minutes. This would have pulled through to the summary page, and when reporting this to App 10, they would have included just this time here. Now, if we were to spend more time going through, you would be able to fill this out as the month goes on. So, to repeat, when uploading this to App 10, do upload each month so that we have a log of each month's off-the-job hour logs, which may seem like duplication, but it's absolutely fine. You will also note that you are only updating to your off-the-job logs your monthly total, not your summative total. If there are any concerns, please do speak with your academics or anyone in the apprenticeships team to assist you in this. And if there's any more questions, please do ask them. Thank you very much.